Welcome back to Give Me Five with Jones and Eli. Guest pod edition this week. We have one of my best friends in the entire world, an absolute legend of a man, Alexander J. Glotzer. Alex, thanks so much for being with us. And Alex is here to talk with us about something very near and dear to his heart, a question that many of us wonder. Alex, when does the Christmas season truly start?
Okay. So I have a hot take on this, but I firmly believe that the Christmas season officially starts the first day that it gets cold and stays cold. That's important because there are days where it drops down to like 50, but then it comes back to 80 like we're having this weekend. But once it stays cold officially and you could wear a sweater and like drink hot chocolate down the street, that's Christmas.
Glotz, I'm not going to lie to you. That's the most ridiculous take I've ever heard in my entire life. Christmas starts the first day it gets cold? Are you kidding me? So with global warming and climate change, Christmas is going to start starting in August? Come on. Let's not kid ourselves. That's ridiculous. There's two things here, okay? First of all, you're omitting an entire season. If you say that the second it starts getting cold, it's Christmas, you're just skipping fall. What happened to autumn? Just fuck that. Get rid of that? Come on. Let's be mature. Let's be adults. Christmas starts first day of December. Okay, you get 25 days. There's a reason people say 25 days of Christmas on the first day of Christmas, whatever. First of all, we also need to make a statement here that we don't actually celebrate Christmas. We're talking about like not the religious part of it, the festive time with the reindeer, whatever, all that shit. Yeah, no, it starts 1st of December. You're getting carried away. Keep it in your pants.
No, that is an absolutely ridiculous take. I agree that maybe Glotzer's is a little aggressive because if you do have a cold day, he did say consistently cold, though. So one outlier of a day wouldn't be that. So I do acknowledge that. So I don't know if we kind of fall into the same place. But Elias, you're going to give 25 days for the Christmas season. There's so many movies. There's so many things to do associated with the Christmas season. You're going to give yourself 25 days. And let me tell you, if you give yourself those 25 days, like people have those 25-day countdowns, the 26th is a depressing ass day, man. You've just run out of days and now you got to wait a whole nother year. Let me give you the date. It's October 31st, right after Halloween. So as soon as you're done trick-or-treating, you should be eating your candy, drinking hot cocoa, and listening to Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. That's when it's time, man. You get all of November. You get Thanksgiving as a little bonus right in there. And then you're straight through to the Christmas season.
Thank you. At least one of you has some sense. But I don't even think that gives you enough time. Also, this myth of fall and autumn, that's nothing. We don't even have that anymore. It's hot and then it's freezing cold. We don't have this like leaves falling, oh, it's nice and 50 degrees anymore. That's gone. Halloween, that's one night. That's not even a full day, that's a night. And then Thanksgiving, like it's just like there's nothing good about Thanksgiving. No Thanksgiving music, no Thanksgiving movies, except for maybe planes, trains, and automobiles. But even still, we just don't even need to have that because Christmas has so many movies, songs, festivities that you can do. As far as I'm concerned, Christmas Day hardly even counts anymore. The season starts once it gets cold. That's what the song "It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas" is about. It's getting cold and there's toys in the store, which happens when it gets cold in October. Thank you.
For those of you not watching on the YouTube and actually listening to the podcast, Jonah just had a mini heart attack when Glotzer said Thanksgiving was bad.
I'm so with Glotzer. I think this is such a good take by Glotzer until Thanksgiving just caught 4 strays from him. Thanksgiving is nothing first of all, okay, Planes, Trains, and Automobile is the main Thanksgiving movie. I agree. But you got like the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. You watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade. You got three wonderful NFL games on Thanksgiving. There is programming to watch if you're concerned about that. The best food, the best family holiday in my mind. I just can't believe Thanksgiving was insulted like that. And it might delegitimize the entire take. I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Thanksgiving, I'm not saying it's a bad holiday. I'm just saying it's a nothing holiday compared to the Christmas season. Thanksgiving's one of its biggest exports is Black Friday, which is what? Christmas shopping.
You're proving my point. You're literally proving my point. And then we want to talk Thanksgiving. First of all, Thanksgiving is only celebrated in America. So it's not like I don't even celebrate Thanksgiving right now. Like there's no, whatever. It's irrelevant. I agree with you, Glotz. It's a shitty holiday. But my point is, you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. What happens at the end? What happens at the end?
It keeps floating.
No, Santa comes in. Santa comes in at the end of Christmas because that's when we're starting the Christmas season. Black Friday, you do your Christmas shopping. That's when we're starting the Christmas season. It becomes November 1st. Nobody's putting out the fucking ornaments. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving. We're getting ready for the fall.
Oh,
You're telling me there's no leaves
totally
falling?
disagree.
I'm looking outside. Look out your window.
Disagree.
I'm looking out the window. Look, leaves. Look, oh, I see some leaves. There's leaves over there. They're on the ground. It's fucking fall.
I don't know if you've been anywhere on Earth, but the Christmas lights go up in October. Like, that is a big. Right now, if you look at the map, since we are both in London, you can see one of the things in Hyde Park. The only thing on the map says Hyde Park Christmas Festival. You go onto a restaurant's website, you have menu and Christmas menu. That stuff all starts even before I'm saying it starts. So
Then we're doing it wrong.
Point. Santa coming in at the end of the Thanksgiving Day parade has nothing to do with the start of the Christmas season. Santa doesn't deliver presents until Christmas Day. Are you saying Christmas season only lasts a day?
He's
Once
welcoming it in.
Cold, that is when you begin all of this stuff. You begin putting the stuff up. That is the start of the season, is what I'm saying.
Look, yeah, I agree. It's the Santa being there is the continuation of the season, right? And I don't think that's the only float that necessarily has Christmas themes. That they got to have some reindeer out there at some point. I really think they do. I haven't watched the parade in a minute here, just because I'm usually locked into the NFL on that day. But you can fact check me on that for everybody watching out there. But boys, I think the real important question here, and this is where this debate usually comes from, is when is it okay? When will you not be looked at as if you're a crazy person for playing Christmas music? Because I start blasting Christmas music in my shower. I live in a house with 6 other people. They're gonna hear it. I start blasting it in October. What are you gonna do about it?
I mean, I'm not gonna do anything about it, but why? And Glotzer made the earlier point about how the world, we do all these things. People hang their Christmas things up. People play Christmas music in October. Yeah, that happens. That doesn't mean it's right. As a society, we're too early in all this shit, and it takes away the specialness of it. If I hang my fucking my Halloween decorations and my costumes, whatever, outside of my lawn in July, people do that, but that's psychotic. If I start playing Christmas music in April, I'm a nut job. If I'm playing it in October, I'm also crazy. If you play it in October, the reason I believe you should wait till December is because that makes it more special. When the clock hits December 1st, it's that period of darkness, that period of kind of sadness, cold, right? The days are really, really short. And you need something at that point to give you that jolt of energy, that burst that gets you excited. And that's what I love. On December 1st, okay, I'm feeling sad. It's kind of depressing outside, but now I'm going to play some Christmas music and make me a little bit happier. If you're playing that from October onward, there's no excitement.
I could not disagree with this take anymore. First of all, yes, there is a difference between stuff starting to go up in October when it gets cold versus putting up your lights in July or April. It's because all of the Christmas themes and the season around it is about it being cold and there's snow and you drink hot chocolate and the sun is shining but there's snow on the ground. That process begins in October. Yeah, you could do that in July, but it's not going to have any meaning. When it starts to look a lot like Christmas, according to the song, it's cold. There's toys in the store. That's October when it starts happening, when it starts getting cold.
So does this change based on the region you're living in? Because Glotz, if I'm living in Florida or California, it might not get cold at all, even for Christmas. So do you think just because in regions like the Northeast, October could signify consistent coldness? How does this affect your criteria?
That's a great question, and I thank you for bringing that up. There is a difference in the places where there's a consistent warmer climate. Their Christmas looks a little bit different. It's Santa in a bathing suit. There's palm trees involved. There's less of a consistency with the snow themes. So I take this when it starts getting cold to kind of signify when toys start going up in the store and lights start going up. That typically happens in this mid to late October arena. And I think it begins in the entire country. And I'm only speaking from America. That's my only experience. But that is when it starts, in my belief, when it should start. And when you can begin the Christmas festivities is that period of time in October.
To give you that kind of non-American perspective, like in Germany, we have Christmas markets. That's like the epitome of Christmas outside of those beautiful markets. I'm sure you've seen it or heard about it, whatever. That goes up around the beginning of December. Like that, you're not going to have that in October. And just in general, because obviously it's also a religious holiday as well. Like the first of Advent, like that kind of stuff, that's starting the actual countdown for Christmas happens in December. But Glotz, I want to just go to something that you touched on earlier. The lyrics for It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. I got them up here on my screen. No part of this is about fall. Nothing about it. They're talking about candy canes. Candy canes. That's not happening in October. Toys in every store. There's no toy sales in October. That's around the Christmas time.
There's no toys in October, Elias. No. They don't sell children toys in October, Elias.
Nobody's putting a wreath on their front door in October. Nobody's wearing boots. Mom and dad can hardly wait for school to start. You have school in October. There's trees in every hotel and park. Come on, snow? There's no fucking snow in October.
I forgot that they remove every tree.
Christmas trees.
Forgot
Christmas
that they
trees.
remove every tree. So
we're talking about Christmas trees. Why were they talking about oak trees in this song? Come on.
I don't know.
In his defense, but wreaths very much do go up.
Boys, we're never going to get to the end of this. We unfortunately have to end it. This has been so much fun. This has been Give Me 5. Jones, Eli, Glotz. Boys, thanks for talking.